I definitely almost lost my whole life, but I would not take 2025 back. If I were to tell somebody about my 2025, I don't even know what I'd say to them, because actually my 2025 was actually really great. If I really go ahead and tell you things that happened this year, you're gonna be like, Favor, but I would not take 2025 back. So we're gonna go through 4 pillars of my life: mentally, financially, relationship wise, and spiritually. So mentally, this year has been absolutely challenging. But at the same time, I have learned how to better control my emotions, how to have different beliefs, mindsets, ways, patterns of thinking, and it has actually challenged me in the best way possible. I feel like if your life isn't challenging, then you're always gonna stay stagnant, because there's nothing to push you to be better or to make you look at yourself differently. I actually tapped into my abundance mindset. And this rolls into my financial area, where this year, even though financially things didn't go as I planned it to go, I had 2 jobs this year. The first job that I had a boss that was not the best type of boss, but it taught me how to be a better boss when I get into that position. At least I'm learning from my experiences. I was recently blessed with a work from home job, which I've been literally trying to get for the longest. I'm literally so happy about that. Your girl is a trader. In case you didn't know, I'm a trader, okay? But don't ask me to teach you, because I'm not that type of trader. However, I would definitely give out maybe tips when I start getting a little bit more on the pro level. But I've been trading since I was 18 and I'm 23. I'm about to be 24 next month. And it's been really on and off. I learned the foundations when I was 18 and then I kind of stopped it. And then now I'm just looking at Sierra Lee and I'm just like, dang. If I really took it seriously when I was 18 years old, I would probably be a multi-millionaire by now. Hey, you don't mess up. It's okay, because we're getting into it now, okay? The last couple of months, I have been really being hard on myself. Like, I set timers like, hey girl, you better look at these trades. Even if I don't take a trade, I'm learning the charts. I'm learning my instruments. I'm learning how things move. And I'm really trying to really stick to disciplining myself on, okay, this is when you enter, this is when you don't enter. You're not gonna use emotion out of it. I have learned literally to take emotions out of trading, because at the end of the day, you don't have to make it emotional. It doesn't have to be emotional. I get it, it's money. I feel like now that I have literally transformed my mindset around money, money is so fleeting. Like, it's the least valuable, but at the same time most valuable thing in this world, if that makes sense. Like, it goes and it comes and it's like, oh my gosh, like, money's so fake. At the end of the day, we needed to survive, we needed to live, we needed to do what we need to do in this world. So therefore, if there's one thing I would say to anybody that is younger than me, or looking into trading, or looking into anything other than getting a 9-to-5, please learn a skill that will be able to scale you so that you are not trapped in this 9-to-5 bubble. Yes, I know not everybody's meant to be a business owner. That's cool. But learn something that can literally, you can, 1, either gain passive income, or 2, do minimal work for more amounts of money. That's what the millionaires do. I kid you not. I've learned so much about what millionaires do this year that, like, my mind has literally changed to, like, I'm not trying to work hard, because they don't work hard. Find a way to work less and make more, because their time is what's precious to them, not necessarily how much money, because the money will come eventually. I love financial knowledge. I love just learning in general. So y'all, don't even get me started, because I will go on a tangent. So my relationship this year, I had the second worst heartbreak of my entire life this year. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. I have learned so much about myself, whether it was a relationship in which it ended the way I wanted it to or the way I expected it to. I have learned so much about myself being in relationships this year. I wasn't even in relationships. It was just what? But that relationship really taught me about myself, kind of put like a mirror to like the things that I need to work on. And I really appreciate the fact that I was even able to be in something like to that caliber. However, it strengthened my boundaries, and it also gave me a new perspective of the type of man that I actually want to be with. For all my young girls out there, let me just save you the 2026 hassle. Please, let me save you. If a man says, let's just be, run. He says, I'm not sure, run. If he says, maybe we can just be friends and we can run. Kid you not. A man knows what he is looking for before he even meets you. And if he is telling you maybe this, maybe that, he's telling you right there and then you are not the woman that he wants. Okay, just learn from my mistakes. It's not even a mistake. Learn from my lessons. You don't have to make mistakes that could be avoided, okay? The most important sector of my life, spiritually, Dad has taught me so many things. One thing I can say that he's really shown up in this year for me, as he has been my Jehovah Jireh. Like, he put an emphasis on, I am your provider, I am your dad, I am your father this year, because the way that I have been having to really just be like, Lord, no, I don't know how this is gonna happen. When he says if he dresses the lilies, how much more can he love you? I've learned that the bare minimum that God can do for me is provide for me. And that's financially, that's spiritually, that's emotionally, that's physically. And having to understand that aspect of who I am as his daughter, like, it's one thing to be like, yeah, I'm a child of Christ, but when you understand you are actually a child, as in you need to stay in a child's place and respect that your dad is gonna take care of it, yeah, that's a whole different ball game. And I am so blessed this year to be able to have experienced that firsthand, because it has literally been a roller coaster, but at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be a roller coaster. I only made it a roller coaster because I had fleeting ideas. I had doubts in the ability of my creator. And I actually learned this from Myron Golden. A doubt is just you believing in something coming out the way that you don't want it to. And then faith is having belief that something's gonna come out the way that you want it to. So really just having faith that God is who he says he is. And that's just point blank period. So to wrap it up, all in all, this year has been a blessing. I would not trade it for anything, but I also do not want to repeat it ever again. So I am coming in 2026 with a bang, and I am so excited for what's coming next. This creator journey, I kid you not, is not stopping here. I'm not just a content creator. I hope y'all know that. I am more than that. And you guys will see soon.